Welcome to the Central Wasatch Dashboard, a pretty neat data tool provided by the Central Wasatch Commission. The Central Wasatch Dashboard is a tool for the public, land managers, policymakers, and technical users. It explores the six main elements: air quality and climate, geology and soils, vegetation communities, water, wildlife, and the human element, all to learn about the historic and current environmental conditions of the Central Wasatch. Before we dive into what these six tiles here provide, we are going to chat about navigation on this tool. So on the top of the screen, you'll see this forest green bar. And on the right, we're going to see Home, About, Elements, and Search. If we click on Home, this is just how we get to this main page that we're viewing. If we click About, we can see some different tabs, including the history of the Central Wasatch Commission, as well as this dashboard, the map, data resources, and FAQ acknowledgements, contact, and some disclaimers. If we go to Elements, these are correlated with the tiles that we saw on those home screens. We'll cover those in a second. In Search, it's just as it sounds. You can just search throughout the dashboard. Let's go to the Central Wasatch Dashboard homepage again. Now, if you want to go view the Central Wasatch Commission's homepage outside of the dashboard, just go to the top left-hand corner and click the logo up there. Now, these six tiles, we cover them in the main section. Let's click on one of them. Before we click, though, I'll preface that all of these will be different. They'll have different data involved in each. So some of them will have webcams, some of them have traffic counters, some of them will have maps, some of them will have just bigger data sets. So they'll vary, and it's worth exploring all six of these. So let's click on air quality and climate. They take a little second to load, but once they do load, we're prompted with a new page. So this one on the left-hand side, you'll kind of see our table of contents. So we'll see our main headers of air quality and climate. Then we've got air quality with subheaders of vehicle emissions, PM 2.5 and ozone, and greenhouse gases, additionally as weather and climate. And we've got weather, air temp, and precip. When on the main part of the page, we'll also see these three little tabs. So these, again, depending on the tile that you're in, will differ. But this one in particular has webcams, as well as showcasing the AQI, AQI, the air quality index scale, and what it all means and what the air quality is like throughout the Central Wasatch. So pretty cool integrative tool. And on weather and climate, we can see these little tiles that you can learn more on, clicking around. So just a good data hub for air quality and climate within the Central Wasatch. And that's unique to this tile. So let's go back to the home page. So click on Home in the top right. And now we're back to the home page. A little bit lower down on the home page, we're going to see the Central Wasatch Commission boundary and land ownership map. This is a pretty cool map. There's not really another one of these that exists. And so the fact that the Central Wasatch Commission created something like this is quite impressive. So if we look, there's kind of like four components navigational wise on this map. Top left-hand corner is our zoom in and zoom out buttons, so we can zoom in and zoom out. Top right-hand corner, we've got our search bar. Bottom left-hand corner, we've got our keys. So you're going to see these icons on the map. So we've got traffic counters, or this burnt orange car logo. We've got webcam locations, and then we've got wildlife, as well as streams, these light blue lines. If we go a little bit further now, we're going to see our boundaries. So we've got our proposed Central Wasatch NCRA, which is the National Conservation and Recreation Area boundary. And that is going to be this purple proposed white pine watershed management area, this teal proposed Grandeur Peak Mount Ayr wilderness, this off blue, and then proposed additions to existing wilderness. Additionally, we're going to see reference boundaries. We've got our Utah municipal boundaries. If we look out in kind of the Salt Lake Valley, as well as closer to Park City, we can see where those exist. The CWC administrative boundary, that's this dark purple. It's kind of hidden amongst here, but it really runs from Parley's Canyon all the way to the southern ridgeline of Little Cottonwood Canyon. Additionally, we've got our dashboard boundary. So this is the data. This is the boundary at which the data is included in here. So even though past this dark purple line is not the CWC's administrative boundary, we're going to still have data up here for these streams and wildlife counters, as well as different things like the webcams. If we keep going down, we're also going to see what all these different colors mean. So we've got everything from the BLM, Bureau of Land Management, to state wildlife and reserve management areas. So it's a really cool map that showcases everything from land ownership to boundaries. Additionally, in our bottom right-hand corner, we are going to see different layers that we can select on and off. So those traffic counters are those burnt orange car icons. If we click this button, it'll select them on and select them off. Wildlife, it'll toggle that on, toggle that off. Streams, disappear the streams, turn it back on. So you can really play around and customize this map for whatever you're really looking into. If we zoom in, so let's click in, and we go to, let's go to this camera icon right by Snowbird. We click on the camera icon, we are going to get the webcam location. So we can either open a live webcam feed or open the air quality dashboard, which is accessed through one of the tiles on the main page. So if we click open live webcam feed, this will take us to the live webcam that's up at Snowbird. So a pretty cool way to go check out what it's looking like. I'm filming this on June 1st of 2026. So pretty low snow after historically low snow years. So let's go back to the Central Wasatch dashboard. And you can do the same for all the other things, from traffic counters to the wildlife to the streams. All of these are selectable, which makes this a really, really powerful tool. So this is, again, meant for use by the public, land managers, policymakers, as well as students looking to do projects, or anybody just really trying to get a grasp on what the Central Wasatch is and the complexities that surround these beautiful mountains. So we invite you to enjoy utilizing the Central Wasatch dashboard.